Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, August 18th, 2023. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook and available later on our YouTube channel. Please be sure to comment in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. This is a presentation of the Allen Park Presbyterian Church. Good morning, everyone. I'm Suzan Maxey. I'm an elder at Allen Park Pres, and my co-host is Kerri Van. Hi, Kerri.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to have you with us today. Happy Friday, or happy Friday, as Ken Woods always says, yes. Right?
Good morning. Do you know what today is?
What?
It is National Fajita Day and National Ice Cream Day.
Wow, that's a favorite combination of mine, I'll tell you that.
Well, the ice cream, it could be, every day for me.
Speaking of ice cream,
Are you ready for some fun and fellowship?
I am. I have my card game sitting next to me, ready to go tonight for our first game night. Excited about that. I love playing games and cards.
Yep. And I was going to share something, but
it's not readily available. So what we have going on is a
technical issues.
We're having a game night in the parlor at the church tonight from 7 to 9. We will have a certain amount of games and cards and different activities available. Feel free to bring your own favorite game if you'd like. We hope you'll join us. It's always fun to play board games. Makes me feel like I'm at Camp Wakanda. Woohoo! Good morning. Let's see. We do have Ken Woods. Happy Friday Live. Sandy Sauerback. Judy Martin from the UP. Deanna. Kevin. Good morning to everyone watching.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't have the graphics today. It's just not working. So no pretty pictures today. That breaks my heart. But anyway, normally I would have the farm market graphic up here because they are back in their regular location across the street from the church and with their regular hours from 3 to 7 today.
All right. So you can't post graphics too? That's sad.
No, new computer, and I have to do something with the settings, and I'm not awake yet to figure those out. So.
All right, well, we will forge ahead then, and we wanted to also circle back and say that game night is for all ages. Whatever age you are, you're welcome to join us, and
we're going to have ice cream. Did you mention that? We're going to have ice cream.
Yes, we're going to have ice cream, and we have got it on good authority that this is going to become an every third Friday event.
Absolutely. Yay.
Yay.
And so that's calendars for the third Friday and be in the parlor with us.
Exactly. And that's hosted by our Nurture and Discipleship Committee, which is a committee of the session. It used to be called Christian Ed. Most people balk at Christian Ed. It was always the time we had to stop playing at Camp Wakanda.
Christian Ed can be fun. We're having game night.
It can definitely be fun.
Really no ed to it, though. We're just going to play. So
absolutely. We're just going to have fun tonight. Good morning, Norma. All right. So we hope you
have it on good authority, though, that the Nurture and Discipleship folks on that committee, they're already hard at work planning some pretty exciting stuff. They had a meeting yesterday, in fact, and it's going to include a bunch of cool stuff in the fall, including some lay-led classes, some more fellowship opportunities. So if you have ideas, you'd like to attend events, or you'd like to even be willing to lead an activity, if you have an idea for something you'd like to lead, please contact Patty Allen or Deanna McDonnell.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful. Fall is here. Even though it's still summer, I can feel fall trickling in, and it's not a bad thing.
Oh, yeah.
Not a bad thing.
That's my favorite time of year, really.
Lots of good stuff going on.
Well, something else that we've got going on today and tomorrow. The Seaway Boat Club Regatta, that's at the River's Edge Marina in Ecorse. They're going to have live music. Today is Bob Seger Tribute Band, and Saturday it's Category 5. Both of those bands will be playing from 8:30 p.m. until midnight, and that's again at the River's Edge Marina in Ecorse. The gates open at Friday at 6 and they close. Oh, they're open until from 6 to close. So I guess the close is the midnight. It's a $5 admission. The public is welcome. That'll be cool there on the water. That would be cool.
Interesting fact about the Category 5 band.
Yep.
There is a farm called Brost Farms, Brost, and Farmer Kevin is the lead guitarist, and one of their ranch hands is the drummer.
Cool.
Very
Keeping with
popular.
the farmers market theme.
Yes, we'll make everything about farmers markets today. So how cool is that?
Yeah.
Very popular local band.
Well, I'm going to be at the game night, so probably won't be on the water then, but that does sound cool.
It definitely does. So we have a lot of things kicking off this fall. They're all flying at you as quickly as I can get them out. Linda and John Clark are starting a card making class, and that is going to be the third Tuesday of every month. You have to sign up for each class. Once you enroll, you're not committed to all of them. You sign up every month. Learn how to make
to get enough materials, right?
That's correct. And the cost is $5, per person per class, and which is the proceeds are being donated to our food pantry. So you're going to learn how to make cards and support our food pantry.
And
Morning,
when
Bob.
you said it was the third Tuesday at what time?
From 10 a.m. until noon. So that should be a very popular time for those who are available during the day and would like to learn to make cards with the masters.
Yep, Linda's definitely a master.
Yes, absolutely. If you haven't received a card from Linda, I would be shocked.
Yes.
Our preschool is going to kick off preschool in the second week of September. They have one class that has a couple of openings for anyone who's kind of hesitated or hasn't managed to get their child enrolled. It's on the Tuesday, Thursday afternoon class for 3-year-olds. So you can go to our website, click on the link for the preschool and contact them. And I wouldn't wait too long.
Yeah.
That spot is going to be filled.
This graphic that I had is so cute. There's a little one with paint on their hands and they're holding them up. It's so cute. It's so
Really sad about
state licensed preschool too. So
this. I'm really sad about the graphics, Sue. There's no way you
I
can get
know, me too. I'll have to work on this. Settings. You know, whenever you get into anything new, there's always got to be something, right?
that is correct. Speaking of other things starting this fall, Norma Bentley and I are kicking off another few months of grief share workshops. First one is loss of a spouse, and that starts on September 7th. They're all online, they're all virtual. You can join from the comfort of your home. You don't even need to be in the area. If you know anyone that's suffering the loss of someone, we have the loss of a spouse, followed by our 13-week group that goes from the 14th of September to the 14th of December. No, September to December. And Surviving the Holidays is on a Monday in November on the 20th. There's an entire page on our website that explains everything. If you need any help or you have questions about grief share, you can contact Norma or myself and take a look at that page on our website. Good morning, Barry and Margot. Norma said, I love Linda's cards. We got to get going. We have a good guest.
I know.
All right.
We have a worry worms project going on that I can't show you the cute little worry worms, but I have it on good authority again that we got people working on these things because Kerri said we were going to make and distribute 1,000 of these things. So,
Yes. Yes. Kerri mentioned we would make 1,000 of them without any indication if that was humanly possible, but we're going to try
quite
to
ambitious, you know.
I am very ambitious. So I know people are working on them. I've seen bags of them on my desk at work, at the church, and we're going to continue on. And once our feet touch the ground, we're going to get together, probably have a pizza party and talk about how we're going to
deadline or anything for these, or just whenever you get 1,000, you're gonna start distributing them, eh?
Yes, no deadline. We don't really need to get 1,000, but I would like to get hundreds of them. Let's just put it that way. So we will work on when that is going to take place.
Well, I heard that there was a really cute story about a couple of our people. You want to tell what it is?
Yes. Judy Martin had Sandy Sauerbeck teach her how to make them. I don't even know if Judy knew how to crochet, maybe when she was younger or little, or that was how I was. And she has a goal of making 5 per day. And I know she is sticking to that goal. So if you don't think you can do it, just contact Sandy Sauerbeck. She'll teach us.
Yes.
I need to contact her
Some
too.
of Judy's were so cute, so cute. I've seen a few of them. So
yep, Judy says she's making them right now.
all right.
So
See,
cute.
she's multitasking, eh? You
All
don't
right,
have to just dedicate all your life to it. You can do one thing and then crochet worms at the same time.
absolutely. So let's make one last announcement. Something we just kicked out yesterday. There's going to be a work weekend at Camp Wakanda, October 20 to 22. If you want to go, it's a beautiful time to be at Camp Wakanda. Going to get some work done, make the camp better and improve it, and do some work projects that need to be completed. Guy,
special skills to go.
you can have whatever skills you have. All you need to do, I can actually post the link. There is a
foul direction, so Guy
Yes.
can tell you what's going on or what
All
to
you
do
need-
probably, hey?
Yep, all you need to do is say what you're good at. You will get a job, and we'll take it from there. It's open to cooks, cleaners, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, people that are good at raking leaves, whatever you got. Come on up to Camp Wakanda. All right, so we need to bring our guest in here now, Sue.
And
Our
our guest is, hi there. Boy, she just popped right in.
There we go.
Our guest is Rachel Marengere. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
And
so happy to be able to chat with you today, Rachel. It's awesome to see you here. Thank you so much for joining us on short notice.
Yeah, of course.
so if people are wondering what your connection to APPC is, you were born in the church pretty much, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
was a long time
No.
member before you ever came along, right?
I was actually literally born in the church. Like, my mom was a member, handbell director, prior to me being born in the church. Yes.
Yeah, so you have obviously grown up into an adult now, and I just can't tell you how exciting it is to bring people back. You have a pretty exciting profession, stage
Yeah.
manager, tour manager. Tell us,
Mhm.
how did you get involved in something like that? That's so exciting.
So I started theater when we were like 8 years old, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Our first show was when we were 8, and then just continued doing it throughout high school, stopped acting in high school, and just did all technical side of things. While I was still like crazy active at APPC, I went to school for childcare and then was like, nah, I'm good. Which is slightly ironic because that's what I do for my day job, is I'm a special ed parapro. So kind of two worlds have collided. But I went back to college, got my bachelor's degree in technical theater, concentration in stage management, and then have been sort of doing both worlds. It was a little hard with the pandemic, was able to do it throughout the pandemic. There was a theater in Coldwater that did like outdoor theater. So I went back there and did that. And then this theater is in Trenton, and I know somebody who builds their sets. And so he hooked me up with like a job interview there, and they're considered professional theater here in Trenton, which is like the closest professional theater to the downriver area. Everything else is like Northville or further out. And just have been working there ever since. So
Did you say that you got your doctorate?
no, my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
I don't have anything higher than that. Yeah.
Or I thought you said doctorate. I was like, wow, you have definitely been busy. So before the pandemic, weren't you doing productions in other states?
Yeah. I lived in North Carolina for 6 months. I worked in Chicago for about 6 weeks. I did an internship at the Goodman Theater in Chicago. I lived in Indiana for like 3 to 4 months. And then I worked in Coldwater, Michigan for 3 separate summers.
That is so exciting. Wow, what a great thing
Yeah.
Did you follow a tour around of a certain play as well? Or these were just in certain theaters and you just stayed there?
So far it's just certain theaters. This is the first time I've done like the tour manager thing. And it's just super small. It's like a 2-person. Everything sits in my car right now. It's in my car in my driveway. And we just go to house to house to house or park or wherever they want to do it, church. And we unload my car and we do the show and we load my car back up. And
so you're the road too, eh?
I am. When we went out to Royal Oak, we drove in my car because it was the easiest thing to just put all 3 of us in my car. And then we just went out to basically the zoo and we did it out there. And so, yeah.
That's really cool. So I used to do that. I used to manage bands and we used to do the same kind of thing. We'd be sitting on streets all over the place with a hat out looking for tips to make money. So this is called Driveway Theater. And it's a mobile play that you can take anywhere. People can have this in their backyard for a birthday party.
Yeah.
Or
we did that.
Anything, whatever you would want, you can have it anywhere. People just have to book you.
Yeah. They just have to call, book. For this summer, they only run through August 27th. So we're pretty close to being done just because we've been running from July 7th and we've been in rehearsal since June. So I haven't stopped since school ended. And so like school ended mid-June, and we went into rehearsals almost immediately after that. And then I have been consistently doing this show since then. So like we end August 27th and I go back to work on the 28th. So like we have not stopped. And
so
then
is it one a day or multiple times?
No, on Sunday we have 2.
Oh.
So we'll have one in the afternoon and then we'll have the one at APBC at 7. Yeah.
Well, do you still do stage production when you're working at the school or sometimes?
Yeah. So I'll finish this show up and then I have another show at the same theater in September. It opens the 15th and closes the first week of October. It's called Grand Concourse. It's about a Catholic nun who works in a soup kitchen. So I mean, everybody loves a soup kitchen. So
Right.
it's a very good show. We've already put it all on its feet already. We're pretty far ahead for the process. And then the set's pretty much up. It's just getting it painted and getting like the little details figured out. So, yeah.
That will be actually at the theater there on West Road.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And that is called the Open Book Theater Company, correct?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
it's in like a little strip next to Slick Disc, which is the like CD record store in the strip. It's across from the Dairy Queen.
Okay. So that is on West
And Fort Street.
Yeah, near Fort Street.
Yeah.
Deanna said, so glad to see you, Rachel. Looking forward to seeing you at the play on Sunday. Woohoo. Me too.
Deanna.
It's going to be so fun. And I think we're going to have great weather, which is even better.
Yeah, we've had some interesting shows. We had one that kind of rained on us. We had one that definitely rained on us, and we were at a church, so we went inside and performed in their sanctuary. We've had some very, very hot days where we're like, well, take the shade, please.
Yes.
Because I mean, if it's like 95 degrees and we're doing 2 shows, we want the shade.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, I don't think it's going to rain on Sunday, but obviously we'll move indoors too for everyone who's watching. We have plenty of space indoors. So Driveway Theater is a 30-minute professional show. And the name of the play we're going to have, and the one that Rachel's been producing, is called Driveway Dating. Tell us a little bit about the show to get us excited.
It is about a woman who started doing these driveway dates during the pandemic. Part of it is real. So the writer created it within like sort of what happened in her own real life, and part of it's fiction. And so she has these dates in her driveway because she couldn't go to restaurants during the pandemic. So why not set out a table and chairs and create a meal and have somebody come to her driveway and have a outdoor date. What she doesn't realize is she's sort of like overthinking the whole process, and she gets to the point where she's like sort of becoming a little creepy. The show is super family friendly. There's nothing inappropriate in our show. We don't cuss, nobody says anything bad. We've made sure it doesn't go far. It's just there's some points where you're kind of like, this girl's a little strange, which is fine because she has many a driveway date. She has a neighbor who's like 96 or something, and he's very aware of her driveway dates, and her whole neighborhood is like, they don't bother her while she's driveway dating. And so that's pretty much what it is. Like, her date comes over and he's like very uncomfortable dating in her driveway.
All right, it sounds great.
I would think you'd feel like you're in a fishbowl because all the neighbors can see you, and yeah.
Well, it's based off of our writer. Her name's Jennifer Ward. They did something called BYOE, Bring Your Own Everything. And they brought their chairs, their food, their drinks, whatever they wanted, and they socially distanced, sat in people's driveways during the pandemic. And it's sort of based off of that story of like, and we use that reference in our show of like socially distancing, eating in people's driveways, or spending time. And she loved that. This character Dana did. And she can't like bring herself out of that. And so it's 2023 and she's still doing it. And she's still trying to live in 2020 times. And her date doesn't want to. And he can't get her to understand that. So yeah.
Yes, that's going to be awesome. Norma Bentley said how wonderful you're bringing the show to your home church, Rachel. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, we hope that it draws a lot of attention from the people in the area as well, that they stop. So we're really hoping.
Right. Yeah, dogs.
It's fun, like when we're at like people's houses, especially if we're in their driveway, and you get like random people who just sort of stop and watch, and you're just like, they don't know what's going on. Or we've been to a couple senior living, assisted living places, and they've loved it, especially because we have a man who's in his 30s playing a 96-year-old man. They love that. Like, they think it's hilarious. So it's fun kind of seeing them, just everybody enjoy and interact with the show. And so, yeah.
That's so wonderful. Oh, we're so excited. Can't wait. It's going to be really, really fun. So
what's going on in your life, Rachel? Are you dating someone? Driveway or otherwise?
No. No, I am
too busy working.
I don't have a life outside of work, honestly.
Me either, Rachel.
My parents have, like, I think I had my first day off in like 6 weeks on Thursday this past week. And my parents were like, "You're home today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm home today for the first time in 6 weeks." So I work at the school in Melvindale. I work at the theater. I also work for the city of Dearborn at the Ford Performing Arts Center. I'm a stage manager for them as well. So I like literally don't have time to do anything else right now.
Are they back in full swing there? Or are they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. So like, that's nice because then I can get hours and do stuff there. But like, I literally don't have any time. nobody around here does. So
Yeah, well, it's good to be busy. It's better to be busy than to not be busy.
Oh, yeah,
That's
sit around twiddling your thumbs.
yeah, but like
good.
a day off would be nice once in a while.
I know, but when you have a day off, it's so hard to figure out what to do with it because you have
I
a
know.
choice. Sleeping, laundry, it goes by too fast. One day off
True.
is stressful. You
2 days off. Okay, 2 days off in a row would be nice. Yeah.
need two, so you can
Yeah.
sleep in, stay up late, and get up late.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I feel you, Rachel. I feel you. Absolutely feel you. We're just so proud to revisit with, people from youth group and people from the church that have grown up, and I just can't believe it went so fast when you guys were all so little and now you're all successful
Yeah.
adults. This is
You're all
wonderful.
big now.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Well, adults.
adults. Does anyone have any questions about the production that you want to leave in the chat so I can ask Rachel for you? All right, don't wait because there's a delay and it takes a while. So we're starting to get to the end of our half hour here.
Mhm.
I know people are really excited about coming. I hope everyone shows up. Bring your nosy neighbors, bring your friends, bring your
Yeah.
kids. If you want, bring your dog. I guess we're gonna be outside. Why not? Right?
Yeah, bring your dog. We love having dogs in our audience. So
All right. So I think Patrick was watching. We better see Wade or O'Hara there. Deanna said, what is your favorite show that you have ever managed? Good question, Deanna.
next to normal. Hands down.
All right, and tell us, where was that and what was it about?
It was at Tibbetts Opera House. It is a show. It's a very hard-hitting show. It is a musical. It is about a family who lost a child at the age of like 18 months, but you don't know it at the beginning because you see an 18-year-old version of him. And you have no idea that he's actually a ghost. And that mom is imagining him the entire show. And it's all about like her depression and her like different like she's not getting the treatment like she really needs for it. Like she's going to see somebody, but they're like they can't find medication that works for her. And dad's sort of like depression that comes along with it. And it is one of the best shows I've ever worked on.
Let me ask you another question before we get going here. Just in case people don't understand, what is the like brief job description of a stage manager? Like what are you in charge of? We know you have to drive everything around, but that's not all
for the show.
not always the case. What basically are you in?
For a typical show, I go in, I have to take blocking. Blocking is where the actors move on the stage, where they have to stay. So if they are, okay, for my next show, we have an entire kitchen set up. So if they are at the sink, I have to record that they are walking to the sink, how they walk around the island that we have, like everything that they have to do for each of the 4 actors. And then my job is to make sure that if we have any fight choreography, if we have any intimacy choreography, which is anything kissing, anything like that, I have to record that blocking as well. Thankfully, we have an intimacy choreographer for our show, so she has it recorded. And then I just have to make sure it's in my blocking. And then during the show, typically you would call the cues, which is like lights, 13, go. At open book, they don't have anybody to take the cues for you, so I take my own cues. So I am responsible at open book for setting up all the props before the show and cleaning up any props after the show. This show has a lot of food, so I'm going to be doing a lot of dishes after the show, which is what happened for my last show. I did a lot of dishes.
Reminds you of camp self.
Yeah.
Right? Self. Camp Wakanda.
Yeah, but except for we don't have a dishwasher, so you do it all by hand. And the same thing, I take all the light and sound. If there's projection, you do projection, but typically you call those, you verbally say them through a headset and somebody else hits the button and takes them for you. So that's usually what it is. So
and I know it's got to be so exciting. I'm sure you feel real tingly before shows. You just don't know what's gonna happen or something gets off
Yeah,
track. It's
I've
exciting.
had, we did a show where the lights went out, just the breaker just stopped working.
Oh, wow.
And so I had to I was on my phone with the front of house person and she's back there flipping the breaker, trying to get it to work. And so we had one light on stage working throughout the 5 minutes of the show while we were
Right.
getting the lights to work. Yeah. So it's, fun, interesting. I'm stuck in a little nest, basically. I can't go anywhere
Right.
during the show because it's my responsibility to make sure everything goes. So yeah,
So
I had to rely on her.
So you're,
Show must go on, right?
Yeah.
and you're probably great at handling stress, which probably makes you great at your day job too. So
Yes, I think it's really helped me in my day job. Yeah.
I would agree. So we've been talking to Rachel Marengere. We are bringing the show that she's involved with as a stage manager and tour manager to the church. We're going to be on the north lawn at 6:30. Come at 6:30. The staff is giving out free ice cream. The show runs from 7 to 7:30. Bring your lounge chair or a outdoor chair or a blanket to sit on and just enjoy a great hour at the church. See what we've been talking about. And we can't wait to see you in person and to see this play. And thank you everyone who's been watching. Throw up some hearts in the chat. Norma said, great interview this morning. It's great to see one of our kids, to see how well they're doing. And we agree with Norma. Rachel, thank you so much. And
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna let Sue take us out. She's
Well, we
probably still.
usually have a scripture now, and the one I have for you today is Luke chapter 1, verse 45. And blessed is she that believed, for there shall be a performance of those things which were told her from the Lord. If you'd like to learn more about the good news, please be sure to join Pastor Tim for devotions live at 9 Monday through Thursday on Facebook, and join us Sundays at 10 a.m. for worship. It's live streamed on Facebook and YouTube, or in person in our beautiful sanctuary in Allen Park, where I will personally give out no-cost hugs. That means free, people. So y'all come and get one while they last.
Absolutely. And they need to last forever.
Perhaps you have a milestone birthday or anniversary coming up, and if you'd like to be a guest with us on a certain Friday, just let us know. And please join us for one of those milestone anniversaries on September 15th, when Nancy and Kip Horvath will share their story with us in celebration of their 50th wedding anniversary. That's going to be cool. And we hope you'll join us next Friday for the Good News Live at 9, when our guest will be Chris Meyer, one of our former parish nurses. And
So
remember,
friends, yes. And
you are
friends,
the beloved
remember,
child of God.
God loves you, and so do we. We will see you all on Sunday. Rachel, thank you so much. And we'll all be wishing that you get 2 days off somewhere between now and the end of the year.
We wish you a weekend,
Yes, we do.
even if it's in the middle of the week.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who's been watching. Bye, everyone. Have a good
Bye.
day.
Hope to see you next Friday. Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Thank you.